In Little People, Big World, Tori tells Zach Roloff the truth about the divorce rumors. Some people say that Tori Roloff broke up Zach and Matt's relationship and also did something bad to Mother Nature. Since Matt Roloff's farm deal fell through, Zach and Tori Roloff have come a long way. It was hard for Tori Roloff and her husband's father. They wanted to buy some of the family's land, but Matt didn't like what the Little People, Big World couple had to say. In the end, they moved to Washington to start their own farm. In her heart, Tori knows that the family farm is no longer where she finds happiness. There was no way she was going to enjoy pumpkin season. Even so, she still has a lot of good memories of working during the fall harvest. That being said, her view on it has changed. Since she doesn't go to the farm as often, she also doesn't see her husband's dad, Matt, as often. Zach Roloff feels the same way about the farm that his wife does. The actor from Little People, Big World is happy to own his own land and build whatever he wants. He also doesn't care if the pumpkin season is over. He just doesn't go. His son Zach has asked his dad to come over to his house. He wants his kids and their grandpa to get to know each other. Tori Roloff's husband, on the other hand, thinks that he and Matt are no longer friends. In spite of that, does he want to make things right with his dad? A lot of people think Zach wants to make things better. One fan pointed out that Zach doesn't dislike his dad. It's clear to someone else that Zach wants his father to be a part of his life. One person even thinks he feels bad about the private trips and decides not to go on them. Some fans of Little People, Big World think the couple should quit the show. When it comes to the land, Tori Roloff has made her feelings very clear. Fans still think she's the reason Zach and Matt don't get along. Someone says she makes things worse between her husband and her father-in-law. Another fan said that Zach and his father will not talk to each other as long as Tori has her way. That being said, not all fans blame Tori. Someone who watched said, "He's not a man if he can't stand up to his wife." Someone else said that he doesn't have to do what she says. Some fans, though, think the show is to blame. One person said, "The program is the problem. The farm doesn't have to leave, the work does." Another person said, "Production makes the show more dramatic." Will things get better between the TLC couple and Matt Roloff if they quit the show? Tori tells Zach Roloff the truth about the divorce rumors. A lot of people in Little People, Big World love Tori and Zach. With each other, there have been more highs than lows. However, they had a loss during the previous season. The couple started having issues after the birth of their third child, Josiah. It was said that Tori and Zach were breaking up because things looked so bad. In the end, Tori replied to this on social media with proof. Tori started posting fewer family photos on social media after it came out in the last season that she and Zach were having trouble. She made it clear that her partner never thanked or praised her enough for taking care of their 3 kids and the $1 million home in Washington. Because of this, internet rumors spread that the pair was going to file for divorce. Tori, on the other hand, denied these claims on Instagram. It was in a post she shared. Tori shared many pictures of her 3 cute kids on their amazing trip. She also shared a picture of herself and Zach cuddled up together, beaming with happiness, and wrote, "Dad was here too." Many fans thought that the Little People, Big World star's posting of the picture was her way of replying to trolls by telling them about her marriage. People who really liked her were glad to see that she and Zach were getting along. They told them how great it was that they could still spend time together, even though they had 3 kids. In an interview, Tori also talked about how she stays away from internet haters and trolls. She said that their fame didn't make them able to change her mind. To do this, she just ignores their offensive statements. This time, though, the Little People, Big World star had to address a claim that had been going around for months. A lot of people thought that Tori and Zach were going to get a divorce. Websites and newspapers that people trust started writing about it. After that, Tori said on social media that she had seen and agreed with these claims. Finally, she talked about the problem. The mom of 3 has told everyone that she and Zach are still together. They don't have a problem with each other and don't want to split up. The famous person told her fans to ignore such false claims. When fans finally got answers, they breathed a sigh of relief and were actually very happy for the couple. People say that Tori Roloff, who stars in Little People Big World, hurts Mother Nature. Fans were very disappointed when they talked about one of her recent acts on social media. As we've already talked about, Tori and Zach Roloff went to a friend's wedding and then took a short trip to Canada. Tori kept their fans up to date on social media while they were there. She showed some lovely pictures that made it look like she and Zach had a great time. Fans of Little People Big World told her she made a mistake, even though they had a good time together. What did she mean by being rude to Mother Nature? Another lovely picture of the couple together is here. I saw Tori Roloff post a picture of herself on Instagram holding a starfish she found on the beach. After being shared in her Instagram stories, the post is no longer on her page. However, it was seen by enough people before it went away. The next day, people talked about this move and gave their very detailed views on Reddit. People who watched Little People Big World were afraid that the starfish might have died of suffocation because she kept it out of the water for too long. Hi, Tori. Even though the starfish is pretty, you should never take animals out of their natural environment. Someone said that starfish can die if they are taken out of the water. You should know better now that you're 32 years old. But some fans defended Tori by saying she might not have known what was going on. Someone said that this isn't something that most people know. Someone else said that taking starfish out of the water for a short time is fine as long as it doesn't happen for too long. The ISL Contoy experience says that starfish can live without water for 3 to 5 minutes. The source does say, though, that they could die if they are under too much stress. The 31-year-old star of Little People Big World also shared an Instagram video to promote the game Heyday. Tori was wearing a big white sweater and tight blue pants in the video, which made her small frame stand out. Zach had to cross a bridge on their land to get to the chicken coop. He was curious about what his wife was doing. He found that all the eggs were still there, but no one had picked them up yet, and he couldn't find Tori. When he got home, he asked Lila, their 3-year-old daughter, where her mother was. Tori was hiding behind their Christmas tree and playing Heyday. Tori wrote in the text that Heyday is a great way to unwind during the busy holiday season. Fans in the video's comments section didn't pay attention to the game promotion. Instead, they focused on Tori's pants. What kind of jeans are those? A lot of fans asked. Someone else wrote, Tori Roloff, where did you get those jeans? Someone who liked the look asked, what kind of mother jeans are these? Trying to figure out which pair Tori bought for Christmas. On her Instagram story, Tori also showed off her brand new, fully furnished $1 million home in Washington. The day after Thanksgiving, the TV star let her fans see her family's Christmas tree. The TLC star shared a video of her kids playing with a toy train that looked like the traditional Thanksgiving meal. With trinkets, a red skirt, and a sparkling angel on top, the tree looked beautiful. A small toy ladder with Santa Claus leaning against the trees was another holiday gift. In a different post, Zach was shown holding the train's remote while sitting with their cute 1-year-old son Josiah on his lap. Zach smiled as he looked down at his son. It was clear that he liked spending time with him. A reliable source says that the long-running story is true. Tori and Zach Roloff's work on Little People Big World is now finished. The son of Karen Chandler, Connor, talked to The Sun this month about his mother's relationship with Matt Roloff, who is going to marry her. Connor says that Zach and Tori, who moved to Washington more than a year ago, aren't really talking to Matt and are doing things on their own. It was said around the office that they wouldn't want to do another season if the show kept going. It seems likely that Zach and Tori won't be in the next season, even if the show continues. If this story is true, it shouldn't be a big surprise to anyone who has been watching the Roloffs. When Matt decided to sell some of his land in May 2022, there was a big uproar, and Zach was criticized for calling his father a clever coward. The father of 3 was mad that Matt hadn't given him the same chance to buy the house at first. Then, they used different social media posts to spread different stories about what happened. My dad is changing the story right now before the season comes out. During the last season of Little People Big World, it was clear that Zach, Tori, Matt, and Karen did not get along. Then in December, Tori told everyone that she wasn't happy with her part on the show and wasn't sure if it was still good for her and her close family. At the time, she was upset about the false ideas people had about her family. Her fans were then told, "I think our time is almost up, but we're making the most of it while it lasts." Just so you know, neither Tori nor Zach have said for sure that they are leaving Little People Big World. But in March of this year, Tori posted a selfie on Instagram that made it seem like big things were going to happen in her life. What she said: "Our family and Zach are going to go through a lot of big changes. I'm sad to say goodbye to things we've done for a long time, but I'm excited about all the new things we get to do together." Jeremy Roloff has changed a lot since 2006 when he first appeared on Little People Big World. People met the son of Amy and Matt Roloff for the first time when he was 15 years old and living on Roloff Farms. His wife, Audrey Roloff, is a father of three, a New York Times best-selling author, and a homeowner. He is now married to Audrey. When Audrey and Jeremy got married in September 2014, they were living in Los Angeles, but they decided to move to Bend, Oregon, which is about 3 hours away from the family farm. Emily moved in before the house was fully finished, but Audrey's country style had been added by the time they had their son Bode in January 2020. They had their third child, a son named Radley Knight, in November 2021. The house is also great for kids to grow up in. You can run around outside for a while before coming inside to warm up by the fire. It will be great for the Roloff kids to remember making pumpkins, putting up Christmas trees, and spending time with family at home. When Audrey and Jeremy design, they like to use basic colors with pops of color, like this blue